It's a typical.
Someone should make a documentary about people making documentaries.
Ah, funny you say that. We do. We have 52 episodes. 55 episodes.
Right.
Of The Crew. It's called The Crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, you have to check it out.
Oh, really?
I'll give you our card.
Do.
And it's behind the scenes of all the stuff we do all around the world,
Yeah.
and all the antics and craziness and just insanity, as you know. So, Viv, why don't you update me on the announcement that just came across the loudspeaker on the airplane?
So we're flying quite low over Manhattan Island, heading to New York. We get an announcement that says there's been weather issues. We cannot land at the gates in New York. We're being diverted to Boston. We have a 1.5 hour connection in New York to our flight to Shannon. At this point in time, I don't think we're getting to Ireland as initially planned.
Once again, we do apologize for your inconvenience today and thank you for your patience.
Okay, the crew are in Boston, but they're supposed to be in New York.
It was announced that we are going to head to Boston, then back to New York, spend the day in New York.
Yeah, we've lost a day in Shannon and we've gained a day in New York, which sounds cool. However, when you're meant to be in Shannon, it's not so cool.
It's going to be an interesting 72 hours as we move through all this, but you know what? This is what we do, and this is why we're agile and nimble, and we're going to get out there and
We look very agile and nimble right now, don't we?
get out,
Standing here eating pita chips and hummus.
get out there and do our job.
Yes, we'll get out there and do our job. That's what we do best. So, there were, that's so tired. So we're finally on the plane, like 2 hours later from when we last spoke, and we're going in for the next step of the journey, and we'll see what happens.
We made it. We are transiting like maniacs today. We barely made this train by like 30 seconds. And or we'd had to wait an hour. And it's been going like this the whole time since we left Seattle, JFK, Boston, back to JFK, now the train.
So we should be on an airplane. Well, actually, in terms of shoulds, we should be in Ireland. But we're here on the Long Island Railroad heading into Penn Station to kill a couple of hours in New York City. And we'll try and get back onto a plane to Ireland this evening.
Are you prepared for what's next?
I'm always prepared for what's next. The problem is I often don't know what is next. Do you have anything to say, Eric?
I'm out of words. Not really. I'm just saving you the time. You ready to catch the E-line to Ireland?
Look at that, it's like a house with a turret thing. Oh, that's a cool house.
Look at these ones coming up with the roof action.
But there's just castles everywhere.
It's a bit of a castly place.
Look at that, more castles.
These guys had a lot to defend.
I rushed to film castles when I first got here like 5 minutes ago. And since then we've seen like 4 or 5 castles. 3 of which I failed to film because they come up so quickly. Anyway, we've come into a cute little town here.
Exit the roundabout.
So the crew, in order to top off our first evening in Ireland, have decided to do it in Irish style. We found a castle! A good one! Not one that's flying by the side of the road as I attempt to film it. So we're actually here doing what we hope to be is a live broadcast to the Adventure Racing World Series, but I think we might be having some signal issues. So we'll see how that goes, but in the meantime, this is a pretty good start to Ireland.
So we made our big transit across the Atlantic, and we've been doing logistics this afternoon, and we have a lot more of that to go.
Right now, Erik's and our priority is to get some food for the journey ahead. So we're going to do a grocery supermarket stop, and then we're going to sort out all of our gear. And because we've got a very early start, I look tiny in the frame. How does this always happen? Look how
You're
huge
walking behind me.
Well, if I walk in here, how does that work?
There we go. How's
Hello.
that? We're back.
It's better when Viv's prominent, isn't it?
Just walk slightly in front of me, Viv.
Yeah.
I think in the last, 72 hours or so, we've gotten 8 hours of sleep. Something like that. Maybe last 90 to some hours. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna get some sleep. We got a 5 a.m. drive to the start of the race.
5 a.m. get up and a 5-hour drive.
In the meantime, we thought we would take a nice little walk, get some fresh air, get something to eat, finally that isn't airplane peanuts, and take a walk through Ireland. We're right here.
Yeah. This is the main highway to Westport. So it's 5:30 in the morning, 5:40 more to the point, and we've been on the roads for about 40 minutes. It's been an early start here on our first day of shooting here in Ireland. We're heading all the way from...
Exit the roundabout.
Oh heck, where the hell were we?
Continue straight.
Ireland.
Yes, we were in Ireland. We're heading all the way from Killarney to Westport, which is about a 6-hour drive for us because of roadworks. But we had Erik worried for a while because the first 40 minutes of the journey had been on these squirrely back roads, kind of with trees that had grown right over the top and made this archway, and stone walls and winding
These were
paths.
proper head-on collision roads, like so narrow that there's no room but for one car, and it's pitch black out, and they put the speed limits are like 80k, and
Yeah.
it's just a matter of time before we're gonna die.
That was the worst shot ever. We are 3 hours into the drive now. As you can see, the light has come up. So we've got probably another hour or so to go. I have nothing more to report than the fact that we've been driving past castles and stone walls like that.
And a lot of stone walls and now castles, and I believe I'm going to put together a montage of Viv's. Actually, here it comes in the edit right now. A montage of Viv's driving castle shots.
We've made a brief stop on the side of the road here in Ireland because we've absolutely fallen in love with these little stone walls and this really cool cemetery, and it's just so beautiful and cool and ancient, and we got to keep moving. But it's been a beautiful drive.
Ireland.
Seems to be a common theme for roads in Ireland so far, at least our experience in the last 24 hours. Just being very tiny roads leading to significant places. Seems to be
That's quite misleading, actually. We're going to, what is the name of this place?
Westport House.
Westport House. It's a big house.
It's the origin of this town.
Yeah, and we're going down
Bumpy road, obviously.
Carriage Road.
So this is where the tiny road led us to. A rather significant, large house. And Humpty Dumpty. Yes, that's right. Humpty Dumpty is on the wall outside of the big house. It's a cool house. Look at this.
Wow, that's pretty digs.
Look, Erik, I want a house with a giant swan on the roof.
All right.